Hi, I'm Tiekka, and this is Everyday Ballet, where we specialize in authentic ballet training for grown-ups. Now, you don't need a dancer's body or any special clothing, equipment, or experience. Just bring yourself and your desire to learn and do something beautiful. Today, we're talking about starting ballet at home. Like many of you, I am working from home as my New York City studio remains closed due to COVID-19. So now just seems like a really good opportunity to start something new and to embrace healthy, beautiful habits. And I'm just so delighted you're here. So let's get started. So you've decided to start ballet at home. Here are answers to some of the most commonly asked questions. Question 1. What if I don't have a dancer's body? This is the #1 question I get, and I am here to tell you that you do not need to have a dancer's body in order to enjoy doing ballet. Ballet is the kind of technique that literally helps every body type to develop strength, tone, flexibility, posture, grace, you name it. That's just what the technique is designed to do. All it really takes is getting started. Question 2. What do I wear? Wear anything that is comfortable and that you can move freely in. Anything from shorts to yoga pants will do. Of course, you can also wear leotards and tights and skirts, but that's entirely up to you. The important thing is that you can bend and move without any restrictions. Question 3. Do I need ballet slippers? You do not need ballet slippers to start doing ballet. Just wear regular socks, and I mean regular socks. Make sure they don't have any of the rubberized grips on the bottom. This is because you'll want to be able to slide your feet against the floor to point the toes. That being said, if you have a very slick floor, you may want to invest in a pair of ballet slippers. They come in canvas or leather and cost between $20 and $45. And the leather ones particularly will give you a little bit of extra grip while still allowing your feet to slide against the floor. But be sure to wear something. Bare feet leaves our toes vulnerable to getting twisted or stubbed against the floor, and we definitely don't want that. Question 4. Do I need a bar? You do not need a bar to start doing ballet. Just find a stable support that is about waist height. I like to use my kitchen countertop, but you could also use the back of a chair or a bar stool or a dresser. Just really anything that is stable and about waist height, as this is the proper placement for our arm at the bar. Question 5. What kind of floor should I practice on? A wood floor is really optimal for practicing ballet, but we don't always have a choice, and so you can really make almost any surface work, provided that 1, you are not slip sliding around, and 2, that you are not sticking against your floor. So really it comes down to perhaps making adjustments to your footwear. For instance, if you're on carpet, you will likely want to use socks, as this will help your feet to glide against the floor. But if you're on something like linoleum or tile or marble that's slick, you may want to invest in those ballet slippers to give you that little extra grip against the floor. Question 6. How much space do I need? You don't need a lot of space to get started. In fact, there are some simple ways that you can check your space to make sure that you're not going to bump into anything. So you'll just take your bar, whatever that is for you, and stand about a foot away from it. And then you're going to start by taking your fingertips right out in front of the nose. And now just twisting the body with a straight arm, just check the space at shoulder height. And now you're going to take your leg out to do the same thing. So pointing the toes on the floor and making sure to keep a nice straight leg, you're going to circle the leg around. And make sure to do that also with the bent knee, as that extends the leg even further. And then you can take the leg into the air just a little bit, just some light kicking, just to make sure that you're not going to hit anything to the front, to the side, or to the back. And it's always good to do a little visual scan of the space from the side to the back of you, because we're not always aware of that. And then finally, you'll want to rise up on the balls of your feet. We are up on the balls of the feet a lot in ballet, and we get really tall when we do that, especially when we stick the arm up. So just stick the arm up and then just move it around up there to make sure you have plenty of overhead clearance. And that's really all the space you need to be able to start a ballet practice at home. Question 7. What device should I use to watch my ballet lessons? Use the biggest screen possible. This is because ballet really is a technique of details, and you are going to want to be able to see those details. A phone or an iPad will work in a pinch, but if you can use a larger screen than that, then that would be better. Your screen is going to need to be located either directly in front of yourself or slightly to the shoulder that is away from your bar. And this is because this is the proper head and neck carriage for our ballet technique. If you need to put your screen on the countertop, and that is your bar, you're going to want to make sure that you face your screen. And that may mean making some adjustments slightly away from your bar. What we don't want is for you to be craning the neck over that way as you're doing your technique, or even like that. So it's just very important that you maintain your screen wherever it is, so that it is oriented in front of you or slightly to the shoulder that is away from the bar. And here are some other considerations as you begin your ballet practice. First and foremost, you'll want to make a pleasant space to practice in. I always like to have a glass of water and be next to my plants, because that's what makes me feel good. For you, it may be a picture of a loved one, or a bouquet of flowers, or a piece of art, really anything that makes you feel good and that really attends to the idea that you have made a space for yourself that is pleasant, that is calming, that is inspiring. Finally, and most importantly, be sure to make a kind, emotional space for your ballet practice. It's just so easy to be critical and to judge ourselves and our bodies, even when we're attempting something brand new. And I can tell you, after all of these years of teaching ballet to literally thousands of adults, that when you quiet down that voice in your head that wants to criticize your every move, you will discover and unlock the feeling of joy it is to be with your body. You will discover your strength and the way that you connect with beauty inside your own body and through your own movements. I know so many people come to me because they want a specific physical result, and I always know that ballet is going to deliver that, because that's just the way the technique is designed. But the really satisfying part of my job as a ballet teacher is watching people discover how much beauty, how much strength, how much power and energy are inside of them, and really connecting with that part of themselves physically and emotionally through ballet. And that is something that I wish for all of my students. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your time. And until next time, happy dancing.